Hello and welcome back to my channel. My name is Maitri and today I am going to talk about all the books that I plan to read in the next few months. Basically the next 2 months. I have about 13 to 14 books, which is ambitious for me because I am not someone who reads 6 to 7 books in a month. I read maximum 4 to 5 books. So yeah, let's see if I'll be able to get through these books. But the list is because if I'm going to choose any books for these next 2 months, that is September and October, I'm going to pick books from this list. And I also wanted to share with you what I'm planning to read in case you are planning to read the same books. And if you have read these books, you can let me know if you like them, if you love them, what you think of them, so that it would be even more easier for me to select books from this list. It is already the 10th of September and I am in the middle of 2 books right now. That is People We Meet on Vacation, and the second book is It's Not Summer Without You by Jenny Han, and I am loving both of these books. I am currently this much into it. I am on page number 169 and there are about 350 pages in this, and I am living for this book. I love this book and Emily Henry so much I cannot explain it in words. She is just the queen. I love her, and oh my god, this book is the best thing that's happening in my life in this month. The second book that I'm currently reading, that is It's Not Summer Without You. I'm loving that as well. Although I have so many mixed feelings about Conrad. Like, I was definitely shipping Belly with Conrad after the first book as well as after watching the show. But I am kind of confused right now. Like, he is behaving like such a jerk. And I'm like, what are you doing, Conrad? I mean, I know that you're grieving and everything, but Jeremiah is grieving too, and he's behaving perfectly fine. Anyway, more on that in the video that I'm making for the trilogy. So look out for that. I will be talking about all the 3 books as I read them. So yeah, I'm very excited for that. But without any further ado, let's talk about all the books that I am expecting to read these 2 months, 2 to 3 months. Let's go. So the first book that I want to read after I finish these 2 books that I'm reading right now is Every Summer After by Carly Fortune. This is because I have the paperback and I've heard so many good things about it. It is the book right now and everybody loves it, and I'm so excited to read it. The second book that I'm very excited to read is The Song of Achilles. I still haven't read it. I have had it for half a year now, and I'm sorry, but I still haven't read it. But I am going to change it and I am going to read it this month itself. Yes, I'll do it. So yeah, wish me luck because I might or might not cry. You'll know. I'll try to vlog it. I don't know if I can, but I'll definitely try to vlog this one. The next book that I'm very excited to read is This Is How You Lose the Time War. I've heard that it has a science fiction time traveling aspect, and I also think that it's a queer romance, and it's also a short book. It's also a favorite of a few of my favorite booktubers. So yeah, that's definitely a bonus, that's definitely a plus point, and I am very excited to read that one. The next book that I want to read is On Earth We Are Briefly Gorgeous. I mean, look at the cover and everybody has been talking about it. It's another short book. Like, it's not a short book, but shorter than most of the books that are on this list, and I am very excited to read it after hearing so much good about this book. The next book that is on my list, on my radar, is Howl's Moving Castle. The book as well as the animated movie. I am so psyched for both of these because although I've heard that both the book as well as the movie are very different, but I have heard that both of them are individually very good. It's the favorite book / movie of a lot of people. That is something that always makes me want to read or watch something even more. So I'm very excited for this. The next book or books on my list will surprise you a bit because I always keep talking about this series, and it is Heartstopper. Now, I know that I have talked about it and I know that I have told you all how much I love it, and I do. But I have only read the first two volumes of Heartstopper and I watched the show. I haven't read the third and fourth volume and the bonus scenes that are there on Webtoon, and I don't know why. I love Heartstopper so much. I love Nick and Charlie with my whole heart, and I literally love the show Heartstopper. And I don't know why I am not in the mood to read the third and fourth book when I know it will be the best thing ever, when I know it will be the most wholesome, adorable thing ever. And everybody says that the third and fourth volumes are so much better than the first and second ones, which were already up there. So yes, I can't explain why is it that I have not read it yet, but I promise that I will read it this month or in the next month. The next books on my list is books because it is a duology, and that is Six of Crows. I am very excited to read them, but I have not finished Shadow and Bone trilogy. I am on the second book and I will have to finish that before I read Six of Crows because of my already mentioned OCD. I need to read everything in sequence and I just don't want to skip Shadow and Bone. So I will be completing those and then I'll be reading Six of Crows, which I am very psyched about. The next book on my list is Love and Other Words. It was already on my radar, but what brought it all the way up on my TBR is a review from my friend who said that it is so wholesome and she's just loving the book so much, and I was like, I need to read it too, because whenever I read a review about a wholesome romance book, it just goes very up on my TBR. So yeah, that's how it works with me for romance novels. Whenever someone is like, this is so good, you have to read it, I'm like, okay, I will read it. I already love Christina Lauren. I have read The Unhoneymooners by her, and I feel like she has a great sense of humor. She has very witty characters who have witty banter, and I really like that in books. So I am excited to read this one. The next book on my radar is One True Loves by Taylor Jenkins Reid. If you all don't know, Taylor Jenkins Reid is my go-to author. I love her so much. I love her books, I love her writing. And when Jack Edwards said that she puts crack in her pages because they are so addictive, I wholeheartedly agreed with him. I love everything she writes. I have loved The Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo. I have loved Daisy Jones and the Six. I have also loved Evidence of the Affair, which is a short story that you need to check out by her. Talking about Taylor Jenkins Reid, I recently followed a page where there are 1-star reviews for books on Goodreads. So this page basically has 1-star reviews for books about people who didn't like them. So the people who give them 1 stars, 0 stars, 1.5 stars, it is a compilation of those reviews. And I recently saw a review for Daisy Jones and the Six, which is by Taylor Jenkins Reid, a top favorite of mine. And the person, he or she or them, they gave it 1 star. They were like, this is like very shitty, not good, and if you want to read a real story about a band or music, read this book called Please Kill Me. That person said that Daisy Jones and the Six is very bad, and if you want to read a real book about music, read this one. That is the only reason I'll be reading this, because I want to know how good it is that they thought Daisy Jones and the Six is bad. Like, that is one of my favorite books of this year, one of my favorite books of all time, and they hated it. And I'm really curious. So I will read this book and see if they really do have taste or if they don't. So if you ask me if I read books for reasons like these, yes, I do. Sue me. The next book on my list is The Night Circus by Erin Morgenstern. I am really in mood for some magical realism right now, and I am excited to pick it very soon. The next book on my list is Book Lovers by Emily Henry. Obviously, I'm a big fan of hers. I loved Beach Read, and I'm loving People We Meet on Vacation, and therefore I'm so excited to read Book Lovers by her, which some people say is their favorite book by her. And that just makes me very excited. So I'm very excited for it. And the last book on this list is obviously the book that's coming out in October, which is the most anticipated read of so many people. That is It Starts With Us by Colleen Hoover. Obviously, I'm itching to read that book. I loved It Ends With Us, and I am very excited for It Starts With Us. So as soon as it comes, I'll try to get it and read it, as everyone else will be doing as well. And yeah, just want to know what happens after the ending, because why not? Anyway, these are all the books that I'm excited to read in these coming months. Let me know if you have read any of these, or if you are planning to read any of these. I am open to read together. We can buddy read or something and discuss it and have fun. My socials are linked down below in case you want to reach out to me. So yeah, make sure if you want to buddy read, DM me and we would read it together. I hope you like this video, and I'll see you again very soon with another video. Until then, take care, stay safe, keep reading, and lots of love.